I'm Kevin Connor. I've been playing music on the radio here in Austin for a long time. One of my favorite artists and friends is Erin Ivey, and you can help complete her latest project, which is called Whisper of the Moon.
We have started a Kickstarter fundraising campaign to finish the album and the videos. It's a CD-DVD package. It's like a collection, an audio-visual collection. And in order to be able to pay for the mastering and album art, administrative things like iTunes, registrations, and things like that, we've got a little fundraising campaign going on. So if that is successful, then we'll be able to move forward with the project.
Whisper of the Moon was performed, recorded, and filmed at the home of
Andy Melvin. He has taken a beautiful house in Barton Hills and basically retrofit the entire house. It's a beautiful studio, and it's also a home. You can record in any room in the house pretty much and plug right into the wall, and it will send signal directly to the cutting room.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you had an audience there for this performance.
We had about 30 folks who came to provide the vibe. There's nothing like performing in front of an audience. That was part of what we captured.
And you had a pretty good band.
I had a pretty good band.
The Tosca String Quartet.
Yeah, they're so great. We're so lucky to have them in Austin because I think they elevate all of the Austin scene just by participating in things like this.
Like the whisper of the moon. Quiet sleep is all around.
The arrangements of a string quartet and the performance of those arrangements by Tosca Strings gave a whole new perspective to Erin's songs.
They were done by Christopher Cox and Lee Mahoney. Lee plays the violin in Tosca, and so Chris did 5 of the arrangements and Lee did 2.
So when you heard the arrangements the first time, what was your reaction?
It blew my mind. My brain doesn't really hear things in orchestral or, quartet settings, so to hear these songs brought to life that way really expanded my own perception of what my music can be, what is possible with a piece of music that's simply written on guitar for voice.
All your weight comes sinking down. Your eyes and ears let go of all they've found. Quiet sleep is all around.
You call it a collection of lullabies and...
Lightly dark fairy tales.
There you go. Okay.
Erin Ivey's Whisper of the Moon starts off with a song called Almanac. Erin wrote the song, but even she doesn't know the whole story.
I guess it's a woman trying to fall asleep and wishing that, I guess maybe her husband, I don't know if this is like a man who's been away on duty, maybe he's active duty military, or I don't exactly know the whole story, but it's basically the portrait of a woman, the covers pulled up to her chin, listening so intently to every noise outside the window that maybe the wind rustling in the trees sounds like his voice, and is that him? Or some leaves blowing by the door sound like footsteps, and is that him? It's an anticipation of something. It's more a portrait of her than a portrait of what she's waiting for.
All my dreams and hopes and shadows and ghosts are and never will be for you.
Austin songwriter Darden Smith helped Erin Ivey get new perspective on a song she had written called Jack's Lullaby, which is actually about 3 boys named Jack.
The original Jack's Lullaby was written a few years ago. It was a fundraiser for a baby who was in the hospital and needed a lot of serious care. And so I donated a lullaby. It was purchased, and I got to have some conversations with a mother out in California whose son, Jack, had blue eyes and was the center of her universe and her only child. And so I wrote the original Jack's Lullaby for that Jack. The second Jack is my little brother, and the third Jack is the first child of my best friend Kelly. So I've got so many Jacks.
Yeah.
It's for all of them, really. I never quite felt that it was finished. I always felt that it could be a little bit better, but I didn't really know what direction to take it. So I took what I had to Darden, and he sort of illuminated some possibilities, and he's just such an amazing thinker, songwriter, creative type. He helped me finish it in such a cool way. I think it's definitely a song that I would never have been able to write without him.
Till the stars fade from the skies, you'll dream behind those sweet blue eyes. Jack be nimble, Jack be true, flying like the angels do. I'll be here to welcome you.
You can help put the Whisper of the Moon project to bed, so to speak, by supporting Erin's Kickstarter campaign. There's a link to it on erinivey.com. And of course, there are rewards for contributing.
The standard is the CD-DVD, beautiful art by Graham Franchos. There's a deluxe package, which is the CD and DVD delivered in a beautiful hardback book. In the book will be photographs from our rehearsals, personal photographs of mine from that night, excerpts from my journals from the writing of these songs, and just little mementos, stories about the songs and about the process of making this Whisper of the Moon collection. You can get a package deal with multiple copies, and I will have signed them to whomever you want me to sign them to, and then you can send them off as holiday gifts, Christmas gifts, whatever you want to celebrate.
Whisper of the Moon, a collection of lullabies and lightly dark fairy tales.
The Kickstarter campaign is over on October 29th at 2 p.m. Texas time.
Be a part of this Kickstarter campaign and enjoy great music for many long evenings to come. Again, all the details are at erinivey.com.
That's almost all I need. Staring the hours down with a gluttonous disdain. I need a long